Michigan needs this win against Oregon to take home this game to move, stay
Hi
undefeated.
everyone, and
Well,
welcome to the
noon
Big
game.
House. This
We'll see you
massive
next
crowd
time.
assembled
Thanks
here
for
today
watching and
to
go
cheer
Blue.
on the Wolverines, already chanting "Go Blue." We have a midseason matchup of two teams that have earned top 25 rankings, so a good test for both teams with playoff implications on the line. As we'll see the number 16 team in the land, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. wk6 Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Wolverines will kick this away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So Oregon's will get the first crack on offense today. And here comes the tight end who's having such a great season. Kirk, you talk to opponents, and they always use the same phrase, matchup nightmare.
Well, what stands out to me with this guy is it's not very often, you're right, the defensive coordinators are most concerned about a tight end. But in this case, that is exactly what we're dealing with. This guy can hurt you in so many different ways.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. And the quarterback keeps it here. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Boy, great job by this defense on this second down run. Just stonewalled him at the line of scrimmage. Now they get a chance to really pressure the quarterback here, try to get off the field.
Quick throw, testing the middle. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. An explosive play across midfield, all the way to the 41. The Ducks come to the line, and they hurry up.
If I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
Pressure is coming. He bought some time, now lets it go. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. That completion makes it second and short. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. It's caught downfield. And the gain just good enough for a first down. And the enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Looking for his big tight end. Touchdown, Ducks. Strong game by this quarterback.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Point after, knocked right through. Return begins inside the 10. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. So Michigan's offense out there for their first possession. And let's talk about the strong safeties in this game. These guys are thumpers. They love to come up and hit.
Chris, how many times have we singled out the strong safeties? But in this case, they deserve it. I mean, these guys are essentially linebackers playing safety, but they can cover receivers like corners. These two are just wrecking balls on the field. It's going to be fun to watch.
Second down play coming up. It's a quarterback keeper, and he will be stuffed for no gain.
Boy, the options dried up quickly for the quarterback here. Very, very fortunate he was somehow able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is coming after him. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs, and also allows that defensive line with that good.
And he's going to float this one to the right side. Can't connect in the long throw. Incomplete. A 4th down stop. The offense will begin now with excellent field position. Looking to throw it on first down. Trying to get the throw off. Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure, took a hit, but got rid of the football. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack. So on fourth down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. And the field goal is good. And they add to their lead.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Turn starts inside the 15. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on fourth down in their end and got stopped. Picks up the first, looking for more. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. The 10. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Michigan.
How great is this option when executed properly? Everything is lined up perfectly. The quarterback makes the right read, and then he shows you the speed to be able to take it all the way to the end zone.
Here's the point after attempt. The extra point is good. They trail by 3 now, 10-7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. They'd love to stretch the lead here with a touchdown. Had to settle for 3 last time. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Lets it go quickly. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Tackle finally made, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it at the 34.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's third down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, the pass is picked off. And they finally bring him down. Great defensive play, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see if the takeaway stands. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. Right, so it's first and 10 back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback. How aggressive will he be from this spot? Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Hoare. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
Clock is running last minute and a very entertaining first quarter of play.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Breaking through defenders. They bring him down, but a simple quarterback keeper for a solid gain and a fresh set of downs.
Man, is he pretty to watch run this option. He is so dangerous with the threat to run or to throw. This time he keeps it himself, and you can see how much ground he eats up with that kind of speed.
Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Bringing pressure. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Now the defense has got it going the other way.
I think that's on the quarterback and the...
Second, the coach has called timeout. He may use a challenge here to have the officials take another look at that one. So they take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn that ruling on the field. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Oh, and he's got it inside the 15. So, Kirk, as we break for the quarter, Oregon has the lead here. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. It's an option look. Will he score here? And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
This quarterback's already proven he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option. He's reached the end zone now for the second time in this football game. The defense better start to account for him, or he's going to make them pay for it again.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, so it's 14-10 now. Now they get set to kick it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Ball handed off. Powers through a tackle. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Nice job here by this back picking up the first down and living up to the legacy that they have in Eugene. There have been so many good backs. I mean, the list goes on, but right off the top of my head, you got to start with Kenyon Barner and Michael James and throw in DeAnthony Thomas. What a golden era it was for the Oregon Ducks when it came to running backs. They're still trying to live up to that to this day.
The game makes it second and medium. Handoff here from the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he pulls in the catch. Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a first down. And the Ducks churn out another first down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Ball handed off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. This is the 6th play on the drive. Shotgun formation here on third down. Lets it go on the move, launching deep. And it's intercepted as he threw it back across his body that time. Brought down after a short return at the 24. What a crucial takeaway. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. Play action here on first down. Throws it to the right. And it's complete downfield. They've got him, but not before he makes a first down at the 41. A new set of downs after that completion. First down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. Oh, what a move to break into the clear. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Michigan. No chance to catch him.
Chris, how about that? A quick slant that goes for this many yards and a touchdown? That's what's so dangerous about this quarterback and wide receiver. Quarterback puts the ball right on the money, and by doing so, look at the receiver. Catches it in stride and has all that room to run after the catch for that touchdown.
And they'll set up for the PAT. The extra point is good, so it's 21-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Quick throw, catch made. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain in that play. And completion makes it second and short. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. And he lofts one deep over the middle. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Can he make it to the marker? Football knocked loose in the backfield. Looks like the defense has it.
That is tough for the ball carrier here because not only does he take a big hit, but now you're about to get an earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Pitches to the back. Got a lane. Can he get in? Touchdown, Wolverines. This offense really clicking.
Well, here it's just pick your poison for this defense. Are you going to let the quarterback or the running back hurt you? They take the quarterback away, but nobody's there to stop the running back on the option pitch, and he makes them pay.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the returner will be brought down. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away, and it set up a touchdown drive. Can they bounce back from that right away? Keeping it on the ground here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Now it's 2nd down here.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now 4th down. The Ducks will have to kick this away. And the offense will punt for the first time this afternoon. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the coverage team pens him in and brings him down. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looks like he's going to run it. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Empty backfield. Offense spreading the field with 5 wide. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Makes the catch. Can he get in?
You know, as a quarterback, you end up having one of those days that everybody wants to talk about. How'd you do it? What a big day throwing the football the way he has today. Well, it takes catches like this and efforts like this to be able to allow you to have a great game.
And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line. 2nd down and goal upcoming. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And they get the completion. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
They're set now to try the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. And here's the return from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup in intermission. But in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Oregon. Kirk, you play quarterback. How about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. That's exactly what we saw right there.
And the kickoff will be a return. And the coverage team able to bring him down. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The pass is incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, and here comes a late flag. Pass interference. Defense.
Right, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play.
Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play. They got some ground to make up. 2nd and long from the 15. Movement here from the tight end. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. The pocket breaking down. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. Other returner lost the ball. And the returner brought down by the coverage team.
Another example of taking care of the football and how big of a deal this is. Usually it's running backs in practice that are working overtime on ball security. But after this, next week, this returner might be in those drills too. Can't be trusted to return it when you can't hold on to the football.
Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Offense racing down the field. It sets up a 1st and goal inside the 10. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late.
Touchdown, Wolverines. This quarterback on fire today.
Well, if you're going to give it to him, he's going to take it. That's his 3rd touchdown today against this defense. Whether they play zone or they play man, he's finding ways to win matchups and get the ball to the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. It's a squib kick picked up by one of the blockers on the return team. And the returner will be brought down. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll step out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage there. The defense pursuing, forced him out. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore. And that will do it for
end of half number one.
Here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime.
Michigan leads 42-17.
Guys, it is
And the
tough.
Wolverines have kind of put this one on their end, on its head here. Connecticut 9 of 13, 250 this weekend. 4 touchdowns in the first half. Well, he adds 2 more on the ground. 9 for 89 and 2 scores on the ground. And John Algier has 3 touchdowns. 5 receptions, 142 yards. And the other one was a Willie Bannon 22-yard touchdown reception. Which I think was the I think it was the triple option touchdown. They're going to call that a pass, so it doesn't matter to me. Tony Kennedy, one of the 2 picks from Michigan. The other one, obviously, Anthony Franco. But Michigan leads at halftime. We'll see at the end of the... Michigan's going to put in Carney for the rest of this ball game, more than likely. Just to kind of help him out. Give Kanatukara a bit of rest period so we don't need him for the second half. We're already up 42-17. About halfway through the third, you're probably going to see Michigan go to their backups. We'll see. But Michigan win again as they're up 42-17 at halftime. Enjoy the second half, and go blue.
When it's full and rocking as it is today in Ann Arbor.
The Ducks will kick this away to begin the second half. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. And this offense trying to build in a very impressive first half performance, trying to stretch the lead right away here in the third. A juke to man, but not much room to maneuver. Stopped after a small gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. And he'll be taken down, but a penalty flag on the field.
Holding.
Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. Here's the second down play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. On the run, going to heave it downfield. The catch is made, and he does get the foot down. The rule of the catch, a big gainer.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
On the run, it's McMillan. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, there you go, defense. Listen, it's not been a great day for these guys, but this time they stepped up and took out some of that frustration. Nice play.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a first down.
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The gain is 3 yards. It brings up a second down and 7. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Here we go, third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Can they pick up the first on the ground? Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. Offense facing second and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Touchdown, Michigan. And the beatdown continues. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. And the running back takes the handoff.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Finds room at the 30. An explosive play moves the ball all the way down near the 25-yard line. And the Ducks pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. They'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Important third down play coming up. Quarterback keeps the football. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
But the linebackers and really the quarterback of the defense on this play diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. He just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Trying to find some room. It's McMillan. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22. Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Escapes the pocket. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. That's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the first down.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the third quarter. And one final play before the end of the quarter. They'll run the option. Defense stops him short of the first down marker, and that'll do it for the third quarter of play. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up.
Michigan
Playoff positions. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Here's the option play. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The Wolverines will line up to punt it away.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option. They actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The offense will keep going here after that special teams penalty. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Third down play for this offense. Quarterback's got it on the option. Pitch play to the back. Finding some room at the 25. Comes out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been strong today.
Boy, I thought he might take that one all the way to the house. What a nice job by being able to find that lane in that defense. He picks up big yards, and the defense is fortunate to get him out of bounds there inside the 10-yard line.
Aiming for the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And a misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Kickoff out of bounds. The ball will be spotted up at the 40-yard line. First down here for this offense. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Fires it to the wideout. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And this pass is on target, caught. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. That catch makes it a more manageable 3rd down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quick completion to the tight end. That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down. The Ducks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Back to throw again. Looking for the wideout. He's got it for a big gain. Powering through the defender. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
You know, the most impressive thing to me, Chris, I mean, they're not going to win this football game. I love that they're still fighting. I think that tells you a lot about this team, the character, the culture, the way they're coached. It's not their day, but I'm just impressed that they're still battling out there.
And the extra point was up and good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Makes a quick grab. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
And moves the ball to the 35, and another 1st down.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And he's finally forced out of bounds inside the 10. Big play to set up a 1st and goal. The Wolverines line up with a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. And it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan. And the route is on.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about. Whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been dominant.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. Down he goes. A sack.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get anything going to be able to try to compete.
Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Inside the 10. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon.
Well, first of all, I'm impressed that the user has not turned the game off and reset and playing it to the final whistle. And the offense is following your lead by playing hard and gaining some confidence for next week. You're not going to win this game, but I'll tell you what, you're a trooper.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Great performance by this home team. There's going to be a serious party around here tonight. A change of direction. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, he told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
He stopped him at the 49, but that'll be a 1st down.
Hey, when it's your day, it's your day. This offense, and especially this running back, enjoying a monster day, putting up huge numbers and having a nice, big, comfortable lead.
Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball. And the Wolverines come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. And now another deep ball here. Oh, and it's almost picked off. A chance for their first interception today. Going to set up third down. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Has the first down and more. And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36.
This is why we've all been talking about the college football game coming back. For plays like this, if you got a guy in that backfield that you know he can make the right read and has the wheels to pick up yards like this, man, we love the option game in the college football world.
And a timeout taken by the offense to stop the clock with 12 seconds remaining. Important second down play coming up. Trying to create outside the pocket now. He's hit just before the throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Touchdown, Wolverines. And this one is getting ugly.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah,
Michigan dominates.
On the board and they're pulling away.
We let throw a touchdown pass.
How they're going about their business.
Well, the coaches kind of expected it to be this kind of
Finishes
game,
it out.
an offensive
69-27 Michigan over Oregon.
Yeah, you mentioned the coaches. I think we had a feeling
69-34, sorry. 69-34 over the Oregon Ducks.
These offenses came to play, but
Natakar 9 for 13, 254 touchdowns, while Carney 2 for 2 for 65.
And that is going to wrap
Of course,
it up.
2 for 5, 46 and a touchdown. Bannon 15 for 93 and a score. McMillan 12 for 53 on the ground and first score. Natakar 9 for 89 and 2 scores. And Garrison 1 for a 10-yard touchdown. Run. How about John Algier 6 for 191 and 3 touchdowns, while Lois Wheeler at 2 for 46 and a score. And Willie Bannon 1 for 22 and a touchdown. Combined number of sacks let up, only 3 by this offensive line. Michigan only got 2 interceptions. And McKinney did not attempt the field goal today. 9 for 9 on extra points. Kent Moyer's 1 punt, went 44 yards. Michigan dominates Oregon tonight. And the Wolverines will go to their next one. Michigan will go to their next game. George Kanatakara, Player of the Week for the Big Ten. In the Big Ten, he does not get National Defensive or National Offensive Player of the Week honors. But Michigan will stay at number 1, 5-0. California number 2, Tennessee 3, and Illinois jumps to number 4 in the country. You see LSU 5, Florida 6, Penn State 7, TCU 8, Colorado 9, MSU is 10. That game. We play MSU. It's going to be a fun one. It's in Ann Arbor this year. So we'll see what happens. Stanford 11, Nebraska 12, Notre Dame 13, Memphis 14, Georgia 15, Miami 16, Mississippi State 17, Utah 18, Middle Tennessee 19, Clemson 20, Washington 21, Auburn 22, Boise 23, Louisville 24, and BC number 25. Well, we are number 1 in the country still. Ohio State apparently still doing very bad. They are 1-0 in the conference, 2-2 overall. They're 2-2 overall. We lead the conference ahead of Nebraska and Illinois. I think we play Illinois this year, do we? I don't remember. Yes, we do. We go Northwestern, Indiana, Illinois. We have to go to Champaign. That's going to be one hell of a football game later this year. In 2 weeks' time. In 3 weeks' time, technically. This episode. But next week, we will play Northwestern at home. It's more than likely going to be a bloodbath. Much like the Oregon game was. But we'll see what happens. Michigan beats Oregon 69-34. We'll see you next week when we play Northwestern. Thanks for watching and go Blue.